Hello, my name is Carly Buchanan, and this is my future classroom. My purpose in teaching is because I get enjoyment out of helping people. It's an honor to have the opportunity to help make the world a better place by molding the minds of young children and by being a good role model for them to look up to. One belief I have about teaching is that the teacher is the most influential person in the classroom. This was said by I Am Ganat. I also believe that my beliefs best line up with his. When it comes to my beliefs about learning and teaching, I believe that an effective teacher organizes their instructions to fit the student's needs. So like Redl and Wattenberg said, you should always be a flexible teacher because no program best represents a balanced approach. Teachers must create their own. Also, good instructional programs include guided reading, literature focus units, and literature circles. I also believe that an effective teacher creates a community of learners. According to Redl and Weinman, a good teacher should build relationships. One characteristic of a classroom community is responsibility, which lines up with Dreikirch's logical consequence. Students are responsible for their behaviors. Another belief of mine pertaining to learning and teaching is that effective teachers utilize a balanced approach to instruction. One characteristic of this is students are motivated and engaged when they are presented with authentic literacy activities. This lines up with 2 points in Kunin's theory. Every minute matters in a lesson. Respect students' time by spending every minute productively was his first point. And the second point was always present lessons to the students that they find engaging. Another belief of mine about learning and teaching is that effective teachers link instruction and assessment. They observe, conference, and check the students' work to ensure instruction is effective. They evaluate students' learning to assess and collect samples of students' work to document achievement. Also, teachers use informal assessment tools such as running records, rubrics, and checklists, along with the observations and conferences I mentioned a second ago. Continuing with my beliefs about learning and teaching, an effective teacher should never punish in the heat of a moment. This was said by Redl and Wattenberg. They should always use both criticism and encouragement. In order for the students to learn the most, all lessons should have momentum. This was something posed by Jacob Kunin. Another belief I have about learning and teaching is that effective teachers scaffold students' learning. They do this through modeled reading and writing, which this is when the teachers provide the greatest amount of support for the learner. They also do this through shared reading and writing, interactive reading and writing, guided reading and writing, and then finally independent reading and writing. Now moving on to supporting diverse learners. One way that teachers organize instruction to fit the student's need is by supporting diverse learners. This can be done through presenting additional instruction, providing many opportunities for the English learners to practice speaking English, reading aloud to students, providing opportunities for small group work, speaking slower, and repeating procedures and instructions multiple times. When it comes to the role of the teacher and student in the classroom, like I mentioned earlier, the teacher is the most influential person in the classroom, but also effective teachers create a community of learners. The most effective classroom communities are democratic style. This was something Kurt Lunin talked about, where the teacher and the students work together. Dreikirch said, good discipline occurs in a democratic classroom. The teacher and the students work together in partnership. They become a family where all members respect one another and support each other's learning. This was my future classroom. Thank you.